Guys, we're back on another episode of The Peak. I'm sitting here today with Courtney at Buddy Your Body, but it is Butta Body, the actual brand name. And so tell us a little bit about the gifts that you've gotten us today.
So in your goodie bag, you have a sample of our Cinnabutta and our liquid gold herbal oil blend. And then in this one, you actually have a full-size bottle of one of our heavy hitters. This is our moringa oil and our moringa butter with just like a trial size, sample size moringa oil as well.
No, that's excellent. And I love the packaging as well. This is beautiful.
Thank you.
This is beautiful. So again, guys, we're here with Courtney from Butta Body. You are the CEO, the owner, the creator. Is it a one-man army, or who's in this with you?
This is a one-woman show. Right. I do have an awesome Butta promo team. Shout out to my girls. They do everything I can. Sometimes I get shy, or sometimes I am just worn out, and that's where they step in. They promote the brand. One of the promo ladies, Courtney. Hey, Court. She has her own travel agency, and so she travels a lot. And she had our oils in Spain. Yeah.
What was the reaction from the people in Spain trying out the oils, if you know?
Courtney gets reactions wherever she goes, but I will say her skin was glowing. She looked gorgeous.
Luxury should never be out of reach, especially when it comes to taking care of your skin. That is the energy behind Butta Body, the organic skincare brand founded by the amazing Courtney.
Yeah.
Okay. And from rich body butters to nourishing oils, she's built more than a product line. She's created a movement rooted in self-love, softness, and amazing Black ownership. In this exclusive sit down for The Peak, we'll be talking to Courtney about what it took to build a brand from the ground up and how she stays grounded while glowing. And so tell us, what was the aha moment that inspired you to start this amazing company?
2020. We are all just sitting at home during the pandemic. And there was a lot on the news. There's a lot of heavy stuff. And everything that I do is rooted in community, my love for the Black community. I have been this way since I was little. It's just how I was raised. Very proud to be Black. And I just saw the things that were happening on the news, especially here in Atlanta. It was kind of scary. And I just felt like at the time, what we needed was one of Grandmama's hugs. We just needed a hug. We needed a reset. And so my mom has always had shea butter around the house growing up. She was always into natural things. And what a lot of people I feel like don't understand is your skin is your largest organ. So what you put on your skin, and I'm someone with sensitive skin. I can't, as much as I love going to Bath and Body Works and getting that stuff, I can't wear it all the time. It irritates my skin. It dries out my skin. And so during 2020, I saw there were a lot of brands, a lot of stores that were coming up with things, that were coming up with products that weren't necessarily true. They would say all organic, but then you look in the ingredients and it says fragrance. Well, fragrance is synthetic. So how is that 100% organic and safe for your skin? So I just felt like if you want to be the change in the world, you better do it. And so I came up with Butta Body, all natural skincare. When I say all natural, I mean everything. Our butters do have scents, but the scents come from essential oils that are safe for the skin.
That's important, the safe for the skin part. Me personally, I don't have the most sensitive skin. I've been able to use a range of products and not like break out. But I know that, everybody I interact with almost like breaks out from just this product or that product. So it's really important that, you're giving us an organic line that is safe for the skin and smells absolutely amazing. I was smelling this one here, and this is the cinnamon. Tell us a little bit more about this one.
So that is our Cinnabutta. Cinnabutta stand out. We have two different butters. We have our moringa butter and our Cinnabutta. So our Cinnabutta is...
This is crazy. Like, it's crazy.
I tell people that is the one that feels like grandma's hug. Yeah. It's warm, it's invigorating, and it's just very relaxing. So it has cinnamon, two different blends of organic cinnamon, and that's a mild exfoliant for the skin. But it also has vanilla essential oil that helps warm it up. It is made with 100% both of our butters are made with 100% raw African shea butter. And it is also mixed with cold pressed organic oil. And then it has a blend of this oil here. All of our butters have a blend of liquid gold, which is jojoba oil and sweet almond oil, both oils that are safe for the skin. They're not going to clog the skin, but it's also going to provide a shine. And it's infused with lavender, chamomile, and dried rose petals, all herbs that are known to soothe the skin. Both of our butters, excuse me, are infused with liquid golds, and then you have the cinnamon and vanilla.
Yeah, that's inviting to say the least. Like when I open it and I smell it, I'm like, oh, I need this. I need this like all over my body.
So you're gonna be cinnamon.
I think I should have stood up right back then. I think I should represent.
Okay. It's okay. I say that because people that like, I have a few customers. It's not that they don't like moringa butter, but they're only gonna buy cinnamon butter. They're like, oh, that's moringa butter's fine, but
that's cinnamon butter.
Yeah, if it's out, let me know when that's back. I'll get it.
No, I have so many questions coming to mind. Before we get too much further in, I do want to let you guys know that this episode is brought to you by Doobies. That is Go Doobies on X as well as Instagram. Today we will be trying some of their blue raz zerbert here. They sent this over for us to try. Very thankful for the opportunity to get close to a brand of something that I use every single day. I think that's what the peak is all about, if you ask me, is bringing these brands and these creators that we love so much even closer to home, right? And so here we've got something right in our home, and we're gonna be indulging in that. Now, the questions that I had that came to mind, I do want to know, how did you learn to even do this? You're naming the ingredients, and I'm just like, yo, I wish I was a mad chemist. Like, how did this happen?
So I have to bring this back to my roots. I always say I'm a city girl with country roots. Both sides of my family, my mom's and my dad's side, are from a small town in South Carolina called Georgetown, South Carolina. And it is my mom's side is from an either smaller town within that town called Plantersville. It is very, very rural. Mm-hmm. And I would hear stories of my Nana and how she would grow everything she ate. Family had chickens and hogs, and they would plant things. Mm-hmm. And her sister is really, I think she's my spirit animal a little bit. My Aunt Lil, she had a garden, and when I tell you this lady grew everything, I vividly remember one summer I was at my Nana's house, and I burnt my arm on the hot comb or something like that.
Classic childhood experience.
Yeah. Playing with danger. And I ran to my Nana. I said, Nana, I need some cortisone. And they are sisters. And so my Aunt Lil lived about 10 minutes away. Mm-hmm. I said, Nana, I need some cortisone. And my Aunt Lil said, no, you don't. I'll be right back. She ran to her house. She got some aloe, and she said, this is all you need. And I'm not going to tell y'all it works. Yeah. So I think that love of just herbal and natural medicine comes from that. Also, I am someone that has been in and out of hospitals frequently. And so I've had my experience with doctors telling me things that I was wrong, particularly with a skin issue, right. Which is funny.
That's a hard one too.
Yeah. And so I feel like, don't get me wrong, please, people, go to doctors. Even if you don't agree with what they're saying, at least go get yourself tested and know what's going on. I think that's important. But I am just someone that's always kind of into the natural and herbal way of things, kind of in my blood.
Yeah, no, that makes sense. And, I'm glad that came through in your product. A lot of people, they get into the skincare line and they don't always have the skin at the, forefront of their interest.
Yeah.
Very interesting, because it's a very, like you said, the doctors, they tell you stuff and it's wrong. And it's a very difficult field to diagnose, to know exactly what's going on, because everyone's skin is so different. It's like the largest organ, right?
You're right. Mm-hmm. So and by all means, people, I am not a doctor. I am just an herbalist. I'm just an herbalist. And so my products, I believe, are the basic things. Like I have, my sister has eczema. And before I make my product, of course, I had my test subjects, me and my family. My sister is someone that suffers with eczema. And so the moringa butter is what I told her to use. Moringa is like a superfood for your skin. The whole plant is edible and it's used in many different ways. You can eat it, you can grind it up and put it in your smoothies. I do that too. You can put it on your skin, but it is known for their healing properties. It's known to help soothe irritation and it helps soothe her eczema pretty well. I also had someone, they wore some jewelry and it didn't agree with their skin.
Yeah,
I told her to use the heavy hitter combo, which is the moringa butter and the moringa oil. Mm-hmm. And within 2 to 3 weeks, her skin had went back to its normal color.
Yeah, I think that's something that I use, butters a lot for, is bringing my skin back, like coloring after like getting a pimple or something like that. Mm-hmm. The worst thing is like, yeah, the pimple's gone, but like my skin is like a whole different color in the spot right now. Right. A whole different color, but I can tell. And so it really helps, even that color out. I think that's super important in the skincare that I use, right? And so what about your own personal skincare journey influence the products that we see today? Of course, you don't have every skincare product here, but you could expand and you could have less. So why these specifically?
So I wanted to start off with what I know. That's always kind of easy. And like I said, my mother was very, if you remember the 2000s, the Jill Scott with the head wrap and natural, that was my mom growing up. So we had shea butters, and because she was influenced by her mom and her aunt, she was always into the natural things. And with my skin, I've always had very sensitive skin. In high school, people always thought my skin was so clear, but I made sacrifices. I could not drink sodas. I could not drink juice. It would break me out. Mm-hmm. Even today, I've given up the thing I love the most, cheese, because when I eat it now, it breaks me out instantly. Mm-hmm. So when I created Butter Body, I wanted to create with products that I knew would be safe for sensitive people with sensitive skin. Wow. So I chose oils like sweet almond oil, which is not, it is going to add moisture to your skin, but it's not going to clog your skin. Right. And there's a blend of jojoba oil, which helps thicken it up just a little bit, but again, not too much to clog your skin, but enough to give it some luster and help it stay.
Yeah, I think, you being a one-woman army really comes through when you're speaking about, your product, because your product,
Yeah, I've done some research. And like I said, I'm a student. I'm learning every day. Even with my own products that I continue to use, I knew that I wanted to use lavender. I knew that I wanted to use calendula. And these were just herbs that I just happened to have in the house. And as I did research, I found out that these were herbs that are safe for the skin and will help calm the skin and will help with skin issues like eczema or psoriasis or things like that. And I just felt like alignment. That's really what it was. And that's what pushed me to keep going forward. So thank you.
Yeah, I think you definitely should keep going forward. I want to talk a little bit about the presentation and the design of the product here. And I noticed that, you emphasize luxury and self-love, Black ownership. And so why are those key values important in how you present your product? I see the luxury, I see the gold, I see the clear. It's not, some people have white containers where you can't even see the product, but yours is very inviting. It's very rich. And so explain that.
Well, part of that is one of the main things that we focus on Butter Body is brand transparency. Mm-hmm. Because when I started Butter Body, that was a thing I noticed. It was a trend that I noticed within products specifically for the Black community. They would have harmful ingredients that would do the exact opposite of what they promised. Mm-hmm. So if they promised it would help add luster and shine to your hair, it would actually be drying your hair out because alcohol is in it, right, or fragrance is in your face wash. Mm-hmm. Why does your face wash need fragrance?
Well, it doesn't. We got enough fragrances.
So that's why the clear bottles. I want you to see what is in the brands. But also, we deserve luxury too. We deserve luxury too. And when I was growing up, I did not experience the things that I experience now. I didn't see people doing what they're doing. And so that was a big part of it. I thought of my Nana who grew up very poor in the South, very, very rural. And I thought about her. She deserved luxury. And eventually she was able to afford herself things, but she worked very, very hard for it. And as far as the design for the labels, I wanted it to be eye capturing, but I wanted it to be very clean. I have a little bit of OCD about things, so I'm very particular. I put myself in the customer's shoes. What would be inviting to me? What would make me want to do this? If I did not know about herbs and natural skincare, what would make me drawn to this?
Yeah, I think that is very apparent because it draws me in. I love being able to see the product, especially when it looks like this. You know, when there's the color, there's the contrast. It's like a lava lamp almost.
Yeah.
And I would love to, it's inviting to put on my skin. You know what I mean? It's like, yeah, this looks great. Like this
Thank
is like
you.
something I
Thank
would
you.
use, right? And so can you walk us through the process from concept to creation of a new product? What is the newest product on the line?
So the newest product in the line is actually our herbal blend oils. The newest one is the Blue Moon oil. So I will say the herbal oil blends, I was not selling them at first. I was just using the liquid gold blend to infuse in the butters to help make them a little bit more creamier and easier to apply, and also for extra hydration and moisture. But as I was doing pop-ups, I noticed guys were coming up to me and asking, do you have anything beard? Do you have a beard oil? Do you have a beard oil? And I thought, there's a whole market that I'm missing. They're asking for it. They're clearly missing something they don't have. So let me look into this. And that's when I found that moringa is actually really good for the beard. It helps strengthen it. And so the oils, because the moringa is infused in the oils for your beard, it's going to help strengthen it. It's going to help with shedding. It's going to condition it. And it's also going to add that moisture and help it shine throughout the day and help it look good.
Yeah, shedding is something that people don't talk about. It's a thing.
I tell you what, if you're in a relationship with the girl and you're shedding in her shape, the girls are talking about it. They hate it. We hate it. But yeah, that was an issue I had. And so I noticed, I could tell, I'm like, you're not using the oil. You're not using the oil. There's more shedding in the shank. Like you're not using it.
Right. No, that's important for you to tap into that market, especially if they're asking.
Yeah.
You know, especially if they're asking.
Men deserve luxury skincare too.
We do, most definitely. And so you talked about those men at the pop-up specifically. You've done these pop-ups. You've done, travel hacks as far as this is a travel hack that you need to add in. It's so small, you can throw it right in the bag. Talk to us about your approach to visibility and branding as a business. How do you get out there and really market the product?
Ooh, this has been a learning curve. It's something I'm still learning. My greatest asset to the business has been my mouth. I was told as a child, Courtney never meets a stranger. And you're absolutely right. I will talk and talk and talk. And that has led me to so many opportunities. Last year, I was featured in 2 different stores. I was on the radio and I have made connections. Networking is so important. But more than networking, keeping those and building those relationships and establishing and keeping them up, that's so important. And so as much as I love being online, doing work within the community, pop-ups that I feel like align with the brand, align with our vision, align with our mission, and also able to support the community. Those are the pop-ups that I lead to, and I'm successful in them.
Yeah, I see why. I feel like if I'm walking through the pop-up, if I'm at Piedmont Park and, they have all the vendors there and you've got your vendor stand, I can already see that the stand would be inviting if it's a, extension of what I see here, with the products, with the card, with the marketing. And so it's already something I'm coming to see. And then, you get up close and you really see the beauty in the bottles and you're like, man, this is real. This is tangible. It's not something I can't see before I buy. It's not something I can't, smell before I get into, because you definitely smell it. And so I think that is really important when it comes to marketing. I think you've got that under control. So I can see why you do good at those pop-ups. 100%. If you guys are just now tapping in, we're here with Courtney from Butter Body.
Hi, guys.
That is Butter Your Body on Instagram, correct?
Yep.
BUTTAHYOBODY. Make sure you guys go check it out right now. This episode, of course, is brought to you by Doobies. We are chilling right now with their Blue Raz Zerbird. I really do like this one.
This is really small.
You haven't coughed.
I haven't.
This is what I was saying. This is what I was saying. It's so smooth. I feel great. And it's not harsh,
Not at all.
It's not harsh. And it tastes good as well. It tastes good. I was going to say the same thing. So getting deeper into the brand, into the product, if you had to describe Butter Body in just 3 words, what would it be?
Ooh, that's a good time. 100% natural.
Wait.
We just said no coffee, and here you go, coffee.
That's good to have a doctor too. I'm like, cut that. That's gonna be perfect. But I wanted to hear clearly the words. What do you think?
Honest, 100% natural for the people.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
That's amazing. I feel like it is for the people. And I feel like if you stay with that kind of for the people, transparent, that's what I get from it,
Yeah.
Inviting, that type of stuff will take you far.
People have asked me, well, is it just for Black people? I'm like, no. It was made with my community in mind because I've been Black all my life. I've been around mostly Black people all my life. I have seen and heard about skin issues, and I have seen and used products that say one thing and do another. And I do know that there's a difference with the texture and our skin. Sometimes we need more. So yeah, it was made with us in mind, but anybody can butter their body. Please, but like I said, for the people. That was everybody.
That's everyone.
Everybody.
So you guys make sure you come on over, okay? Get you some butter for your body, okay?
Please.
And tell them if they wanted to find you the quickest right now is it Instagram?
Instagram, but we're also on TikTok under the same name, Butter Your Body. You can hit us up on our website. It's www.butteryourbody.com. Yeah, we're here for your skincare needs. Our herbals, our butters can be used. And I'm not going to tell you guys, I tell people all the time, I'm not going to tell you to do something I don't do. Our butters are just like our herbal blend oils are multi-use. I use the butters in my hair. I use them on my scalp. I use them on my skin. Same with the herbal blend oils. I use that particular oil on my face every single day. Like I know when I get home and wash this makeup off, I'm just going to put that oil on because it's going to help soothe my irritated skin. My skin just doesn't like makeup, but I'm just a girl, okay?
I think it's great that you have these products to help you, in order to assist you to take the load off and nourish your skin back, because I feel like it's so important. A lot of people, they don't even drink water. And so let alone re-nourish their skin, right?
Yes.
And so closing it up here, I want to know, where do you see the brand in the next 3 years here? Is it expansion, collaboration? Is it brick and mortar store? Is it something else? I
see expansion. As an herbalist, I want to dive into other things. Like one thing important is to me is women's health. So I'm looking into yoni steams next. And I really want to I see Butter Body being an international brand. So right now, like thinking small, brick and mortars, but Butter Body will be international.
Yeah, I can't wait. And so, like I said, Paris was where they've already had a taste of it. Is that right?
Spain.
And so I can't wait to get out to Spain and see it. See a poster. And like right outside in the mall, like I'm gonna freak out.
I know her.
I'm freaked out. I'm telling you right now, I cannot wait for it. I'm already envisioning it, manifesting it, and hopefully, being here and going through the product, explaining it, whoever this reaches, it helps them, get further to that point of it expanding. So that's really dope. And I can see the brick and mortars as well. That's something I think, and I'm very excited about that because of the way that you present your brand, the way that you design it, like it's going to be a beautiful store. And like, that's what we need more of.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Alignment is very, very important. I think one thing I really have been with this brand is intentional.
Right.
Very intentional, from the ingredients that I chose to put in the products, from how I market the products to where I market the products, to even how I talk about the products and how I share the products. Butterbody is it's like my baby. it's my baby because I do everything. I made the website, I did the products, I did the marketing, I did the labels, I did the shirt designs.
Do you see yourself having employees maybe one day?
Absolutely. Absolutely. I'm inspired by, I have mentors. One of my mentors, Makisa, she had her own natural hair salon, and she also has her own natural hair products and skincare products. And people like Talia Wajid, and I look up to women like those. And of course, women in my own family that just very independent, very just hustle spirit.
Yeah.
I feel like that's something that is not talked about enough. It's not something to learn. You have something that has to be in you. And as hard as it is to be an entrepreneur at times, I'm sure you understand, there are days you just really want to pull your hair out. You're like,
go back to sleep.
Why did I do this? Like, I signed up for this every day, but it's important to just keep going, especially when you have something that not only you believe in, but other people believe in.
Yeah. And I feel like that's, those words are just resonating so heavily with me. That's the stuff I'm going to sleep about tonight, because it's so important for especially Black entrepreneurs, young Black entrepreneurs, to get behind their brand. No one's going to support it like you support it, and no one's going to really get down in the mud with you in the beginning.
Yeah.
We've both been there. Exactly what that's like. So it's important to know that you're not out here alone. Even though you're doing your thing alone, there's a lot of people in alignment with you in the mud too. You might not be able to see them, but they're also there working really hard. And if you need help, don't be afraid to bring on collaborators and bring on help. There's other herbalists out there. There's other designers out there. There's other people who can take your product to other places out there overseas. And so it's so important that we come together and that we really continue to uplift each other's businesses. So thank you so much for creating your business and allowing me to uplift it in this way, because I think that that's exactly what we need.
Thank you. Thank you so much for having me. This was really, really cool. I really hope you enjoy the products. So what are you going to use the moringa oil for? Because again, it can be used in your hair. It can be used as cuticle oil. It can be used on your skin. I use it on my face every day. It can be used you don't have a beard, but you can use it in your mustache.
And so I think that mostly cuticle oil sounds really, really nice to me. I already use some. And like I always get, like, no matter how much water I drink, no matter how much I don't bite my nails, somehow I look down and it's like ripping. And so I'm like, okay, I need to apply like more oils and more moisture to my nails because it's just dry. Okay. And so I really feel like that is something I can really use it for, as well as, in the hair. I'm thinking, especially around like the hairline area, just to bring some moisture back to it. I feel like because the forehead's so big, so it's like the sun's like pow, pow. And so you need to really moisturize up there. A lot of people, they don't. And it gets really dry up there. And they're like, oh, why am I, losing hair? It's like, well, because your skin's dead like 90% of the day. And it's not really a good place for your hair to grow. So I feel like that's somewhere where I could really apply it well.
Look at you. You know your skin.
A little bit.
Yeah. That's research.
Yeah, struggling. Research. Yeah, that's great. And so is there anyone that you want to shout out before we get out of here?
You know what? I have to shout out everyone that has supported me. First and foremost, I have to give it to God, because listen, there are times I really want to quit, and there'll be some kind of thing, there'll be some kind of random purchase, there'll be something I hear, and I'm just like, okay, God, I'm not quitting. So yeah. But then my mom and my sister, who have been big support, they are who I cry to. Love you guys, my promo team, and literally everyone that has supported me. Special shout out to my spellmate sister, Shy. I love you, girl. I love you. She has a nonprofit, and they literally buy for me every year.
Yeah.
Yeah, when they do their, I think it's like an end of the year party or Christmas party.
That's big time stuff.
Yeah. They really like it. And that warms my heart that you guys love it so much. I'm so surprised every time someone comes up to me and tell me how much they love it, because I know that I love it. But again, this is my baby. I'm very biased. I don't have any kids. I have a fur baby and this. So I'm very biased about it. So thank you guys so much. You guys get all of my love. I appreciate your support so much.
That's beautiful. We climbed to the top of the mountain on another episode of The Peak. I'm here with Courtney from But a Body. Make sure you guys check out the amazing products. This episode has been brought to you by Go Doobies. You guys can check them out and their amazing line as well. Thank you so much for coming.
Thank you for having me.
I'll see you guys next time.
Bye, guys. Buddy your body.